shots, but at least now he's moving.
But as soon as you stop filming, he will do something.
All right. Thank you for at least doing something, George. Give me something for the peeps.
Here he goes. He's doing something. Oh.
Give me something for the peeps, my friend.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. What you got going on, George? What's going on, George? There we go. That's good. That works. Oh, hey, you are? Are you fishing? Are you fishing? Are you fishing? Come on, my friend. You're special. I see you. Look at your reflection. You're super pretty. Oh, I love the way the wind. That's a good Beyonce look. You got your Beyonce fan going. Look at you.
Maybe he'll walk just right up here. He's getting closer. He's getting in the shot.
It's really sweet because the way the camera's picking him up, his neck is just so beautifully highlighted and stuff. And
a little light.
Wow.
Getting a little shower.
Am I gonna paint you, dude? Maybe I will.
Well, this looks like a painting. Obviously.
Maybe I will, my friend. Maybe
Zoom in.
I'm very zoomed in right now.
The white of his head. Is his head actually white? No, it's just.
No, it's just the way the light is hitting him.
It looks such a funny gray color. I once boiled the head of a great blue heron.
What?
Yes, I did.
I don't. Can I use that clip? Can I use that clip? Just that phrase.
Sure.
I'm gonna use that. I once boiled the head of a great blue heron.
I did boil the head of a great blue heron to see the skull.
Ah.
He was dead on the beach, and at the time I was working as a naturalist in the state park, so I needed to see the skull. So I boiled him.
That is so perfect. I'm using that whole story. Thank you, Janet, for telling me a little bit of your life. Talk about, like, you know, when people are looking. Oh my God, you're fucking gorgeous, bird. Jesus Christ. Can you get more beautiful?
Walking.
I'm filming you.
Did you ever see those white ones?
I'm not sure if they're of the same. I think they're of the same family.
I mean, they're water birds.
I know. Hey. Listen, get out from behind the mesquite. Just 3 more steps, and you are in the perfect shot, my friend. George, 3 more steps to get into the shot. That's all I need you to do. Oy vey.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, George. I appreciate you.
So do you have makeup right now?
That's lovely. I am so excited about my Petal Pops. Yeah, so today started a new painting, and here it is. This is going to be Montana, and it was a very stormy, cloudy kind of day, so those are going to be storm clouds. Dun, da, da, da. Paper's still wet, so that's why you see the shadow. So today is, I think, Janet's last day in town. She may be leaving tomorrow or Saturday. I'm not sure. Bummed, but I get it because it's super hot and she wants to go to Colorado. So I will miss her, but I'm so glad I got to meet her in person, and we now have a great nomad connection with each other. And that's one of the things that's cool about being on the road is, you know, you're basically creating a team of, you know, nomads to become your community. And yeah, and it's like, I love it. Look how gorgeous it is. I know, I love them. I was gonna wear them down here, but I didn't like how they felt on my neck. When my pigtails get longer, I'll wear them down here. Entering Montana. That's right. This beautiful scene came from when I was traveling between Red Lodge and Absaroka, Montana, on my way to a friend's wedding. It was one of the first destination meetups, other than being with my friend Joanne in Colorado. And I was so in awe. I was driving through looking at all these amazing greens, and just as I was thinking, wow, I really could use a spot to pull over and take a picture, I rounded a bend And there was the sign for the scenic viewpoint. I pulled in, and this is the scene that was before me. I just was in such awe of the vastness of the landscape, and I immediately started shooting images and filming video. Right now, what you're seeing me work on is the clouds. I put down first a layer of a combination of zinc white and uh, a the anthracnone blue, but I also added in a little bit of ultramarine to that. And then on top of that is the permanent white. So here's where I started to add in some of that ultramarine to create some areas of shadow in the clouds, a little more moodiness. Yeah. Montana skies were just out of this world. I mean, honestly, everything out west, once you get past the Mississippi, is massive. You just can see forever and ever and ever. It always feels like this never ending horizon, right? Um, but yeah, out here, I felt so small. I grew up in New England around I was in the foothills of the Berkshire Mountains, you know, as when I became an adult. I mean, when I was younger, I lived along the shore of the coast of Connecticut. Never really saw mountains, We went to New Hampshire. The White Mountains were my only indication of what mountains really looked like for the longest time. And so when I came out west and saw the Rockies for the first time, my brain just exploded. Right now, working on the mountains, bringing them into the mid-ground. I don't know the name of this mountain. That's something I should probably find out. But I really enjoyed painting this mountain. And this is a 3x5, so it's a beginning for me, right? I paint these smaller paintings so that I can work on my composition, also technique, and then I can move into a larger size if I wish, altering whatever I think needs to be altered, or just because the size has changed, maybe the composition needs to change a little bit as well, right? It also is a different way of working out the details. But I just enjoyed mixing all my greens. This painting was truly a skill in mixing greens. I was so pleased with how it came out. I used cadmium lemon and the anthracnone blue, and then I added a little bit of zinc white to create that more sagey color green, right? And this is just me putting a little bit of that zinc white over the top and then reshading so that I can create a gradient of distance. Now you see me, a lot of the time what you will see me doing is adding in a little bit of pigment and then cleaning off my brush and going in with a damp brush and moving the pigment around. That's one of the reasons I love gouache as much as I love it. So here is a perfect example of me laying in shadow. It's a little, I'm being a little sloppy at it on purpose because this is nature, right? But I've got to deepen my shadows. And I do it in layers on purpose. Our darks dry lighter and our lights dry darker. And in gouache, I find that the slower I work in layers, giving proper dry time in between the layers, helps me with my color, helps me with my tonality. It helps me create a true value shift in the painting. If I try to do it all at once, chances are it's going to be flat. By working in layers, I create true 3D depth. That's why it feels like you can walk into my paintings. I do it for me. This is something that I have worked really hard to achieve, and every single time I paint another painting, I get a little closer to achieving it. Have I achieved any kind of perfection? God, no, and I never will, and I hope I don't. I want to learn until the day I die, you know? So I can only be as expert as I am today in this moment with what I've learned. And then tomorrow, I will be learning something new again. You know, that's the beauty of painting. I feel like if I think I know it all, the farther I have to fall. There's the rhyme. That's why I was laughing in my head. I was like, yeah, I'm a poet. Well, I am enjoying this part. Okay, I start adding in now the lights in the rolling hills. And here's where you stop seeing me paint in this video. There is a live that follows this. And I will be making that live after I post this. It finishes the painting to a certain extent. But I didn't really do it with a close-up, so at the end of this video, coming up right here, you get to see the finished painting. Here it is with the little foreground grasses and those trees all finished up. You can see where I worked out the shadows in the hills and the highlights. There's a little road that kind of cuts through, and then the little wildflowers beginning to bloom on the hillside, rolling down to the road. I call it Montana Memories, and it is definitely very Montana. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put out a video. Special thank you to my patrons. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See you next time.